now it's working. Okay, okay. Hello, hello. How are y'all? Okay. All right. Whoop. Oh. There we go. All right, let me send out a text real quick and then we'll get started. All right, come on thing. Let's see. How are y'all doing anyways? Y'all doing okay tonight? Now why does this thing not want to, come on, open up. There. There. Oh my goodness. We're going to play with this square grapevine, by the way. Okay. There we go. All right. How are y'all? All right. Yeah, Mom didn't come. She wasn't feeling real great, so. But Bill and I are here. Okay. Oh, this is like a whole string. Oh, okay. Not at all what I thought. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. We're going to do something a little fallish because it's getting to be that time. Oh no, she was closed. I'm so sad. I mean, we probably don't need it anyways, but that still makes me sad. All right. I've been dying to use, holy cow, y'all, look at that. That is the most hot glue I've ever seen on the back of a flower ever. I don't think we'll be using that one. Can y'all see it? Look at this. Look at this. It's like a big old glob. Holy cow. I think they went some wrong somewhere when they were gluing this one together. Okay. So we're doing something with the orange sunflowers. Let me get this thing. No, come on. There it goes. Over. Thank you. All right, now this one is a 20-inch square one. And I super love it. You see that? What I was thinking, okay, I was putting our truck in here, but I think I want to deconstruct this so that I can kind of pull it out a little bit so that this will fit a little better. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to attach it on. All right. So these here are actually put together with wire. I think because it's the square shape. So the square shape, it's, go out and come back in. Sometimes that fixes it. The square shape, I think, needs a little bit more stability. So they have the wire on it. So I'm just going to unwire it. Okay, so we're going to deconstruct it. Kind of rusty wire at that. But I super love this because it's such a different shape. I never see anyone do things with the squares, and it's really sad because they're really awesome shapes. And this is a nice big one, so it's really great for fall, Christmas, you know, things where you have large items you want to put in your wreath, like a church, a lantern, anything like that. These are great because they are so large and they have a lot of grapevine in it. So there we go. All the wires off. Okay, so we still got our square shape. Oh, spam. Now I can start to kind of pull it apart. Now, you know, of course, all of the stuff is going to fall out because that's what it does. Now, in the fall, honestly, I don't mind all the extra stuff in it because it's very fallish, right? The leaves, little dried leaves in here, that doesn't really bother me. But for the other seasons, I try to keep that out of here. So I'll pull it apart enough to shake this out. Now look at this. I think we did one of these once before, but it's been a long time. And my mother became a little obsessed with the square, but then nobody had him. Okay, there. Look how much bigger this is. Now, hold on, let me move this. There's a lot here. Let's see if I can get that out. Usually I would shake this over trash, but my trash is behind my table, so that won't work. All right. So I can pull this out. I can pull it out up to 10 inches. So you can see just how deep it can get. You can, of course, compact it back, or you can really stretch it out. Now look how well this sits in here now that we've kind of stretched it out. See, isn't that cool? I'll have to send you one of these, Susan, because we'll have to see what you do with it. Let me flip it over. Get some of these leaves out. Okay, so don't be nervous that it's going to fall apart, because even if it does, you can put it back together. Okay? It's going to be messy. Let's get my little trash box over here. Okay. Who has ever done something with a square wreath? Have you done anything at all with a square wreath? These are so much fun to work with, and they're so different. So I just, out of curiosity, went and looked on Pinterest and Etsy and Amazon to see how many square wreaths were out there. And y'all, there were less than a handful. Just the moss ones, yeah. I didn't see any grapevines that were square like this. So I think it gives you a little bit of an advantage because it is different. You can really make it look very high-end just because it's going to be so different than what other people have that it's going to give you a little advantage. So I really like these. All right, so we're going to take a little bit of our bind wire and kind of gently hold it together. I'll send you one. All right. I'm going to do it in this upper corner because I already know I'm going to put some like florals and stuff up here. So this is a great corner for me to do it. One thing I really like about doing these is that you can kind of drape things from the corner like this. And I think that's super cool. We do have some. They're a little bit more expensive than the other ones, just to let you know. So make sure you use your 20% off. Oh, there we go. Because you will want to use it for this. All right. Hey, Katie. There. Okay. Believe it or not, I got this truck from Sims. Isn't it cute? And it was only like $16. So I thought that was pretty good. Because I can tell you, these trucks can get really expensive. Now there's several ways you can attach this. And you want to attach it in ways that's not going to be like super obvious, right? So I'll actually use vine wire to attach it instead of the other wire, just because it's easy to hide it. Now you can flip it over, and usually there's a way to get the wire in between the tires. It can be a challenge sometimes. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can get it around that little corner. There we go. So there is a little bit, but you can't really see it because I'm going to hide it behind this tire here. There is also this little structure on the bottom that I'll use. Okay, and I want to do one of the back tires. Now, you can see there's a little piece that runs in between them. So let's see. I can use one of those. I can even use both. Okay, there's one. I want to secure it because, you know, I don't want it to come out. I'm going to put one up here. No, on the other side. Right there. And then I'm going to have like 4 points that I'll tie it. Okay. I think that should secure it pretty well. I know, right? These are really cool. Just make sure you use your new code. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now there's lots of things you could do with the truck, right? You could put some stuff in the truck. You could leave it empty. You could put little pumpkins in here. I think that would be super cute. Alright, so I'm going to figure out how I want it to sit. I kind of want it to sit almost like it's driving out, like this. Okay, I'm going to put it upside down so we can kind of see. Remember, this grapevine's super loose, so I can just kind of stick it in where I want it to go. And it's pretty easy because I can move the grapevine. Alright, so I'm going to come out this way just a little to make sure. Yeah, that's good. This will also kind of help hold the grapevine together. This one here, okay. Just kind of run through the middle. And if you use your bind wire, you know, you can just tuck it in, nobody's gonna see, because that's pretty awesome, isn't it? Has your dad been feeling bad? I'm so out of touch with what's going on Facebook. I had a piece just like flying to my mouth. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll kind of pull it over that edge so it'll go where I want it to. I hope he's feeling better. My mom's been struggling. She finally started feeling better, and then she got a bladder infection. I swear. I'll tell y'all, getting older is definitely not for the weak. It's just not. Okay, let's put it under here. I want it just a little that way. So I'm just kind of making sure as I tie it that it's gonna go, or rather stay like I want it. There we go. There. I know. I have some plans to make some lightweight churches. I gotta get on it. I'm gonna hide this little corner. They like cut these down oddly. I'm just gonna tie them in this little corner right here. You'll never see it. There we go. There. Okay. Look how cute that is. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, that's cute. Now, let's clean up a little bit. Bella, did you make a mess? Don't make a mess. No messes. All right. I think I have. Alright, I have one of those little wreaths from Sims from last year, so I think I just want to cut off a couple little pieces. Let's see how it would look in the truck. Oh my gosh, that's cute! Look at that. See? Yeah, so I think we'll do that. Alright, let's set that aside. Okay. I'm not usually a huge fan of ivy, however, for this one, I super like it because it's going to give me that kind of draping effect that I want. And this one's really nice. It's wired, so I can kind of get it to go where I want it to go. Isn't that cool? No, not yet. I have to drive down to Sims to get them because he doesn't have any online that aren't like where you have to order them, whoops, by the case. I mean by the pallet. So I gotta drive down there to get some, which I will do. Uh-oh. I just haven't had an opportunity to do it yet. There we go. I want some. I think that's too far back. some coming out the side, some coming down. And I will kind of tack these down a little bit in places that I want them to go so that you can't really see it with our bind wire. Yeah, they would be cool in the vine. I know, and I have some really cute pumpkins. I just don't know where in the world they are. So we're emptying out the store to redo it. So everything is in my room that has all my stuff in it. I just want to tack this little piece here just to keep it going in this direction, but I only want to do it very lightly. I don't want to interrupt its flow there. So I don't want you to really be able to tell that I tacked it. So I'm just using a tiny little piece like this. And then just kind of lightly tack it in one little spot and let the rest kind of go where they may. Okay. That one. This one I kind of want to go over here. So I will tack this one right in here. I don't need to do heavy, just a light little tack just to keep it going in the direction that I want it to. So you see how nice that looks, kind of flowing down? Okay, so now that I have that on, let's make our bow. Okay. We're only going to use this one ribbon because it's going to tie in my colors together. I want maybe that far. What we got? About 12 inches. Have a retreat. Oh, here at the store? I mean at the warehouse? Yeah, if I can figure out how to fit it in here, I will. Yeah. Alright. I love this one. It's got this fuzzy edge on it. Oh, y'all, I have a ton of fall stuff coming in. Probably be in, hopefully Monday. Okay. Let's do maybe 9. Let's see, this is 6, 7. I can already see that Skelly will do some little drapey ribbon things. What do y'all think? I can see it. I can see it. Let's see. Did I get it right amount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So when I only do one ribbon, I like to do an odd number. There's really no rhyme, I just like that. I don't know. I can't remember if I ordered this one or not. I got so many different ribbons. I don't know. This is one I have left over from last year. It's pretty, isn't it? But it had the perfect colors. Okay. So let's run it around the back. There we go. This one is super easy to do and super easy to fluff. I know. But here's the thing. If you're going to sell stuff, you've got to start making fall soon because people will stop buying summer stuff like before you know it. But I'm putting sunflowers in here. So, yes, it is a fallish kind of one. But sunflowers can really go for a long period of time. But this ribbon definitely has a fall vibe. Alright. There we go. Look how pretty that is. I haven't thawed out yet. Yeah, well, it's already hot here. So, it didn't take long for us to start dreaming about fall because it gets hot. So we're going to tie this up in this corner. Let's see if I can get it through there. I might need my weaving needle. There we go. I want it to be in that corner. Okay. And I'm tying it on with the bind wire. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because by now you probably have enough spring and summer stuff made to last through some of the season. So that's kind of why you start. You want to start at least 3 months ahead. Okay. But now remember, you could do this in any season you like, right? Just because we're doing it in fall doesn't mean you have to do that. You could do spring, summer, Christmas, every day. Oh, how cute that is. All right. I have this vine. This is an ivy, and it's very small. It's a garland. Okay. So I can just take little pieces of it. Sometimes garlands are a better kind of idea than getting like a whole bush, because you can cut it apart. And I want to kind of add in a little bit more vine kind of hanging down, because we want that draping effect coming down here. With the garland I can get a little bit, tiny bit more control, because I can cut it the length I want. Let's see, I really want maybe about this time, about here, yeah. Okay. I'm just gluing this up under, pull it out like that. Alright, this little one I want to weave in and out of the bow. Alright, so take one end, I'm going to glue it in. Okay, and then we're going to kind of actually weave it right through the bow, just like that. And then it's like it's kind of growing in the bow. This is kind of what we want it to look like. We're not going to put a whole bunch of this on, but just enough to kind of give us kind of, you know, get more of that same effect that we want. Okay. This. It's just nothing better than ivy to give you that kind of draping look. Okay. We could take a little bit of this and put it in the truck to kind of carry it down to the truck. Hey, Susan. I mean, Dawn. Look, I saw Susan's name and said Susan. Hey, Dawn. That's funny. How are you? All right. I'm going to put one right up here across the top. And I'm gluing everything in where I kind of, you know, ran the bind wire around because it's nice and tight in that little spot. And so it's easy for me to glue the things in there. Now you could keep this like really natural and only do greaves, or I got some of these little leaves out. I love these. Oh my gosh, everything here is such a damn mess. I just don't even want to tell you. Alright, I got the peach out. Okay. And I got a blue out. Okay. Cut that off there. I like these because, one, we can make them, you know, kind of dangle like our others. But this could be any season, these little ones. Like you could do peaches with this, which is certainly not fall, right? Okay. And you can make them longer, shorter, anything you want. Okay. And you can really separate them. I like that. I'm going to put some up here. Right in here. There, just to kind of start to get some color up in here. You just put it in there and shut the doors? Is that what you mean? Sometimes I miss having a craft room in my house. You know? There are just some times when I just really miss having it at home. Like when I'm tired and, you know, I still have to drive home. That's when I kind of start to miss it. I have some blue, right? So we've got this little bit of blue in our ribbon here. This is always a good color to use. And it kind of offsets some of the other colors. Want it to kind of peek out. Okay. There. There. Look how pretty that is. And they're delicate. I like that. Maybe one over here, and then I think we'll have enough of these. That's a lot. Let's separate that. Okay. Okay. Kind of set these aside. There. All right. I think I might put these in our little box. There we go. I'm afraid if I throw anything else over there, it's gonna, like, you know, start piling out. These, I love these new. So they're a lot like the ficus leaves, but they're apple leaves. They want their playroom back. Yeah, my family wanted the family room back. These you can also do long and drapey. So I super love these. all I'm doing is kind of reinforcing what we've already constructed. Let's see if this is too long. I think that might be a little bit too long. Well, maybe not if we, let me see. Yeah, that's too long. Okay, so let's do the shorter one. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. So we don't just have the ivy, we have other things as well, right? So you could do the same thing with ficus leaves. We've got that tight spot in there. That's where I'm going to put it. Oh, how cute is that? Okay, and then this one. When you're doing these, you just want to balance them out, right? So if you do it over here, you want to do it over here. Doesn't have to be in the same spot. Just needs to be in there somewhere. All right. Because your eye's going to see it. There we go. So I've kind of got this one going up a little bit. Okay. And then this. So that one was really long. I didn't need something that long. So I'll just have a little bit here and the rest up here. And these are our sunflowers. I love these orange sunflowers. They're just so pretty. They're such a vibrant color. Let's see. I don't know how many, we're not use a ton, but let's see. Yeah. The family room is comfy now. Mm-hmm. Alright, I want to pull y'all back up a little bit. There. You can kind of get an idea of what it's looking like. Alright, so thinking one down in here. And what I'll do is bend it so it's kind of looking forward. Like that. See? And then one. So I'm just kind of figuring out where I want to put them. Like in here. There. Almost like a stair step. And then we'll have probably one up closer. So let's get that one in. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. I don't want it to be large and overwhelming. So I'm going to kind of, I'll put one kind of towards the front, one kind of towards the side. All right, and then I'm going to put one kind of up close, like kind of sneaking out from here. That's good. Okay. There we go. And when you put flowers like this in, you definitely want to make sure that you are kind of bending them so that they're not just laying flat, because they definitely want to be facing, you know, forward or sideways or to the back so that, you know, you can see them. Okay, and then the ones on the top, let's see, maybe one kind of going like that, one maybe kind of there, maybe in here, yeah, I like that, okay. Okay. kind of putting this one in at an angle so I can get to that spot where it's snug enough to get things in. You could always put a little bit of moss in there if you're having a little trouble. I think I kind of want one, maybe kind of out in the front somewhere, like maybe here, kind of hanging down. That's cute. There. Can you see it? It really is kind of hidden it. Let's see if we can. There. Okay, that's better. Can you see it? Yeah, that's cute. Alright, let's find. Where did I put that? I know I had a piece of styrofoam. Where did I put it? Choo-choo-choo. Well, I got a whole bunch right here. Let's see what's in this thing. I was going to work on this one. I forgot it was in here. Did I already glue this down? I don't think I did. Nope, I just shoved it in there. Okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's a perfect piece. Okay. There we go. Alright, so it's got some glue on it. I'll turn it around here. You can see it a little bit better from the back. Okay. Alright, so I have some of the apple leaf. We have this vine. We even have a few little sunflowers left from last night. Oh, I do have some of the orange ones to list. I just haven't had a chance to list them yet. It'll probably be tomorrow or tonight. Y'all, I have hundreds of ribbons sitting in my office that have to be listed. Alright. I want it to do the same thing. Like this. Now, I want to do the back and the sides and the front because you never know who's going to decide to look in the back. And we don't want them to look in the back and then it just looks terrible. This is where I'll use the little, is this the ruscus or is this is the swirl fern. I have one here. Have I cut off this one? No. Okay, so these are both good. So we'll put some of that in here because you do need more of a little bit of a ground cover in this kind of container. I'm going to cut some of this vine to kind of have hanging out. So not huge pieces because this is not like a huge truck. Let's see, let's cut that. Okay. Alright, so kind of like in here, there, and then just pull it out to drape. Let's see, here's another piece. Oops. Let's not get the leaves. Let's get the, I can even have a little bit of vine kind of crawling up the side of the wreath over here. That's cool. Let's do that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, so just kind of have it almost like it's starting to crawl up the grapevine. Let's put some of this in. What I like about these is they're super inexpensive, but they really cover a lot. And they're just pretty. Right? I want a little bit kind of coming up over, whoop, over the top of the truck. Okay. little bit over here. Okay, like this. When we get close to finishing it, I'll flip it around so I can make sure that in the front it looks fine. That's my alarm to make sure I'm over here by now. Or leaving to get over here. Alright. I want to put just a little bit more vine in it. Right now, I think it'll look cute with a little bit of yellow in it. Let's see. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. I also want to put just a little bit of these leaves so that we can kind of carry those colors down. Now we won't need tall ones, so we'll kind of cut them up. That's there. Okay. Up towards the front. So we're just kind of carrying the colors. Ooh, that's pretty. I love these things, and I hate foam stuff. I hate anything made with foam, but for some reason I am obsessed with these this year. I don't know what it is. I just really like them. You just take the same concepts that we're doing here and you just apply it to whatever supplies you have, right? So like buying a frame, and then or use the frames that you have, and then you just do the same concepts and use it with the supplies you have. They are cool. It's the colors. That's what I really am obsessed with. It's the color, like saturation in it. It's just so like colorful and saturated that it just looks good. Oh, we could put the bead grass, would look really cute hanging out of here. Look at that. I just had a random piece sitting over there. Oh, look how cute that looks. So anything that's kind of dangly, you know. So if you're trying to use up your stash, just go through and see what you have that kind of does the dangle stuff, and then you use that. What? I need to go to Sims. Try to get some of those churches. Alright, I'm going to just use some of this to kind of fill in a little bit of holes I see. Like right here. Then I don't have to use any, you know, like moss. I hate moss, y'all. I will use it when I need it to fill in and stuff like that, but I am not Kali. I am not the moss boss. She's the moss boss. There we go. All right, so that's from the back. Now let's check from the front. So, let's see. We need a little bit more color here in the front so that you can kind of see it. So we'll use some more of our little colorful leaves here. So then it's going to draw your eye all the way down. Let's see. Do not fall over, please. Okay. See, look how saturated that is. Can you see that? This is why I like it. And they are very sturdy. Like usually when you get the foam stuff, they just like, I don't know, fall apart, disintegrate or something. But this one doesn't. Because when I first ordered it, I didn't even realize it was foam. And then I got it and I was like, oh crap, these are foam. But then I started playing with it and I was like, oh, I can deal with this. Okay. A little bit of glue in there. Alright, we're just going to use a little bit of this. And I think we're going to be good. Now, for this, I want to do not quite as bushy as I did in the back. Okay. There we go. In there. Just kind of peeking out, and it's really just kind of covering our holes. Okay. You know, I like to cheat by putting glue there instead of having to twist it, because I don't know. I always have trouble finding my pliers, so it's just easier for me if I just use my glue because it's already there. It's there, and I don't have to look for it. Okay. I want to add one more piece of ivy kind of coming out here. I think that looks good. There. Okay. So I didn't put pumpkins or anything in this. So, really you could get away with it for late summer as well. You see? See, there's our little truck. It's got our little stuff in it. Now on my ribbons here, on this tail, I kind of bent it up like this so it wouldn't go farther than my ivy here. You can see how I just kind of bent it like that, and then that just gives it another little kind of point of interest. It's kind of hard to see the truck when you're online, but in person you can see it a lot better. Let me see. There it is. Oh, I got the square, right? Aren't you obsessed? I'm obsessed with these square grapevines. I love these things. And we took it apart too, Johnny, look. Isn't it cool? I think this is gonna look so cool. You could even set this on a table just because of the way it is. I do too, I love it. So next week we're gonna do some like quick and easy little things that you can like take to craft fairs, sit around your house and stuff. And it's actually going to be like scrap wood. So if you're gonna want to do some of these, one thing you can do is go to Lowe's and Home Depot, and if you're in the North, Menards, and they have like a bucket, a big bucket somewhere in the wood section where they put like scrap pieces and they're free. You can also use pallet wood, but I think the wood that's in like the Home Depot little scrap thing is easy because it's already, you know, kind of a piece. Or you can get spare wood from somebody you know who does woodworking. And what we're going to do is we're going to use black chalk paint, white chalk paint, printed out pictures just on a regular laser works a little better than inkjet printer, and we are going to use a little bit of Mod Podge, and we're going to make signs, some really cute like farmhouse kind of signs. if you go in anywhere, like right next to our store is an ice cream place. And what she has decorating the ice cream place is just tons of different types of wooden signs. So they're so popular and they're so easy to make, and it's a really good thing that you can make to put on your wreaths or to sell at your shows, sit around your house. So I think those are going to be a lot of fun. Oh, there you go. See? Yeah, so if somebody is building houses around you, go look, because they'll have scrap wood. You know, and you want, so anywhere between like this size and this size is good. You want something at least around a 1/2 inch thick, especially if it's going to be something that you can sit on a table. And I am going to have some, I'm going to make y'all some designs that you can print out just on copy paper and use on your signs. So we will give y'all those as well. Okay. And don't forget, we're going to be doing the sublimation stuff starting next week. Oh, on napkins. Yes, so you can do it with napkins, but this is even better because I think it gives, the reason I like it is because it gives like a really kind of like a rustic aged look, and there's not a whole lot you have to do to get it. It's because of the process of putting the paper on, and then you basically take like a little bit of water and your fingers and you kind of rub paper off. So then it becomes like it becomes part of the paint that's on there, and it's not like easily rubbed off or whatever, like napkins and fabric and stuff like that. That's why I like it. And it's just a simple little quick thing to do. So it usually takes about 24 hours for them to dry. So you could like easily prep them and then quickly get through them and have them to put on, you know, wreaths or kind of sitting around. And one of the things that we're going to be talking about, so when I'm putting the store back together, we're going to do some lives, because one of the things that you want to do is group things together. So when you're at a craft fair, when you're setting up a booth, or anything like that, even with your pictures that you're putting on Etsy, if you can group like things together, it's going to appeal to the buyers a lot more. So, hey Emily! It's cool, right? Ha 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 ha! Yep, so I think it'll be something that will be really helpful, you know, as y'all do fairs and things like that. So we'll definitely be coming on and showing you some of that. So yeah, good stuff coming up. We're still also, I'm still planning to do, we're going to be doing it, and I think I'm just going to do it over at the store. We're going to redo the Christmas lady into a wedding lady. So I think that's going to be fun. Oh, okay, Johnny, I need the submachine until after I do the sublimation class, and then you can get it after that. So give me like another week or so, and then you can buy it from me. I just need it for next week so I can use it while we're doing sublimation stuff. But we do have one, Johnny. It's a 500. So, oh, and we also have an Epson 500, no, F170. So, you can see which one you like better. The Epson actually has a lot cheaper ink. So, you might like that one better, Johnny. And it prints the same size as the 500. So, that might be what you want to look at. You know, instead of doing the sawgrass. I can show you how to get stuff off of Sawgrass and into a format that you can print it onto the Epson. Yup. What do you think? I think that's a good plan. What y'all think? I think it's a good plan. It's a good plan. All right. Well, I hope y'all have a great night, and I will see you guys, well, in a few minutes, because I'll be going live, but I'll see you soon. Starting next week, Rachel and I are switching back, so Rachel needs Thursdays again, so I'll be going back to Mondays, and probably starting after next Monday, I'm actually going to be doing our lives in the store, so that'll be kind of cool, I think. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun, I think. I don't know why the chat's disconnected over here. Okay. All right. Well, I hope y'all have a great night, and I will see you guys later on. All right. Bye, y'all. See you soon. Oh, and if you're confused about where the code is, where your code is to shop in the store, it's in Kajabi. But I think is it HWM Group? I feel like that's what it is. Right, LaDonna, right? LaDonna, I'm trying to decide if I want to order some more of those metal chicken signs. They have them in stock again. I'll figure it out. These little pieces are kind of bugging me. I don't think I can get it open. Let's see if this one opens enough. Sorta. Oh, and the blue clippers are back in stock, so I'm going to get those ordered. They finally got them in. Yes. Okay, that's it. All right, y'all have a great night, and I will see you guys. Yeah, kit is for the kit one, and groups is for the everything else. Haha, you need more chickens. All right, y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all.